And there we go again. It's HeflaTV online with HeflaMoke and Culture as your casters for today. This is Mineski versus Invasion. That means the Philippines versus Malaysia. And, well, this is going to be always a promising game. Mineski, well, a bit shaky in their performance as of late. Culture, correct me if I'm wrong, but they also lost their game versus Titan now, I think. Unless your mic is muted.
Yeah, they lost it, I think. I'll double check just in case, but I'm pretty sure they did.
Yep, so Mineski maybe not in the perfect mood, but of course here in the joinDOTA League, the entire thing is a 2-game series, so you guys are gonna see 2 games gonna be played. So Mineski 2-0 or 1-1 is the final outcome, and let's see what Mineski can bring up here. Let's hop into the draft.
Yeah, Invasion actually starting with the Nature's Prophet like First Departure did yesterday. It didn't bring them too much success, so I'm hoping Invasion has something to actually combo it up with, or that they're highly successful with it. But they do leave heroes like the Center War Runner, maybe even a Dazzle Shadow Shaman. Heroes that are like that in the pool, so Mineski, I'm guessing at least some of those will get picked up.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, so far, nothing surprising, like really nothing surprising. I mean, Nature's Prophet, first pick, we see that quite often in Sea Dota, so I'm not too surprised since we get more and more Sea Dota to cast. Invasion, I think it's our first cast for Invasion. We haven't casted them before, did we?
I think I at least have casted one game.
Yeah,
I'm not too sure if we did it together. It was when they were in Division 2 or trying to get into Division 1.
Yeah,
JDL.
that could well be. But the fact is we casted a lot of Mineski, so I know the potential of the team. I know they struggle a bit with their performance, but I know on some days they just play like gods. On other days they just, I don't know. Then it's the performance is kind of questionable. But I always hope for the team because I know there's a huge fan base behind it, and also like a lot of those fans of Mineski, they follow HeflaTV. That's why I just like them. Anyway, let's focus here on the draft. We have the Center Warner coming out now, as well as the Disruptor. The Disruptor being early picked up, that's quite interesting. Usually we see the Disruptor being pretty much picked when there is something to counter. I mean, here, of course, they can already work against the Nature's Prophet, so he will just teleport in somewhere, the Disruptor. If the glimpse is still available, you can just bring him back from wherever he started. And now Invasion, they bring a jungle element into their draft, so Enchantress is coming out.
Yeah, so Invasion, they have at least 2 heroes, or the 2 heroes that they have, they're both just good pushers. Enchantress, mostly early on, because later on she doesn't even bother with the creeps that much. But Mineski, they don't have a lot of counter push so far. Sure, they have the double edge, but that would actually require the center to get up close for it.
Yep.
So Invasion, their push can definitely work out, but as might be usually the case is with the Nature's Prophet, if he goes off lane, he might not be finding the levels.
Yep, absolutely. And now we also have the second ban rotation is on its way. We have the Shadow Shaman already being banned out, which is pretty interesting because so far Invasion looks like they want to go at least a bit push heavy since they already have 2 heroes. Like one of them can do early quite a lot with the creeps, and of course Nature's Prophet always being a nuisance with the split push whatsoever. But yeah, now the Master Weapon was definitely not coming out for either team. And on the other side we have Viper. So Viper, well, I guess Viper is something the Center Warrunner especially don't want to see, because you permanently just get kited, and as well as, like, for example, all those supports with low HP pool, they get pretty fast eaten through, like the Disruptor. Now, Invasion, after quite a while actually, they took almost like 30 seconds, but more than 30 seconds to decide that, yeah, the Ember has to be banned, and Mineski answers directly without much hesitation. They ban the DK. So I can absolutely understand the DK. We see a lot of teams that come with pushing power out, rounding up their draft with a DK just because it's a tanky hero who has a decent right click and of course also a decent push potential because of the corrosive breath on already the first dragon form.
Yeah, the DK usually goes for a PKB as well, which would pretty much render both the center and the disruptor useless against him. So a pretty nice ban for all the reasons you talked about as well. But Mineski now, third pick about to come out. They do need themselves a mid laner, a support, as well as a safe lane farm, unless they want to go aggressive tri lane. But, well, 2 cores and a support if they don't want to go for a jungler. Doombringer is available. Don't think they'll go for it though because Invasion don't really have anything to actually doom up. But with the Centaur, I guess that Dazzle is still in the pool as well as he is the Shadow Demon even. But they go for a Nyx Assassin. And well, at least that gives them some burst damage with the Vendetta, scouting possibilities, as well as a pretty nice stun with the Impale.
Yep, especially against the Enchantress. With her low HP pool, like she's fallen victim to Nyx Assassin pretty fast. So I definitely like it. Also the Nyx Assassin, of course, always a nice source of initiation. When he gets not too many sentry wards thrown his way, then he actually can roam around free on the map, being anywhere. And yeah, as soon as the Vendetta is coming out, I think we're gonna see that attempt by Mineski. But in the recent cast we had, regardless of C-Dota or European CIS or American Dota, like teams that play against the Nyx Assassin, they spend so much gold on sentry wards, and if they are positioned right in all those entry spots where you get on the lane or to the runes, etc., you see where Nyx is, and simply for that reason, Nyx, I don't know, not that popular anymore, but I still like the hero, of course. Now, Temple Assassin has been picked up.
Yeah, that just gives them a lot of burst damage for sure with the meld, some physical damage to add up to them. And the only thing that I have an issue with the Temple Assassin pickup now, and the 3 heroes that they have so far, is that they have 0 stuns. Sure, the Temple Assassin is still good in just being a massive presence on the map with the psionic traps, and just you have to be afraid of that burst damage really.
Yep,
But
absolutely.
other than that, I mean, even if they have the sentry wards and Nyx Assassin runs into it, so far in Invasion they can't really punish him because they don't have the stuns. So even if they slow him down, he's most likely gonna run away anyway.
Yep, absolutely. And now, well, they take quite their bonus time now here. Like only 30 seconds left. And yep, they have to decide about the 4th pick, which direction it goes. I mean, so far Mineski doesn't have a core, doesn't have a mid, unless we see something like exotic, like a Centaur War on a mid, which we have seen already in the past. And no, it's not a core coming out. They decide it's a Darkseer. And now actually this gets interesting because a Darkseer, a Nyx Assassin, and a Centaur War already, all 3 heroes are often seen in the offlane. Now,
Darkseer mid. It's gonna be Darkseer mid.
Darkseer
Against
mid.
TA. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's a nice choice because with the Ionic Shell you get the refractions down very easy, and Temple Assassin also with her low range pretty much gets all those ticks all the time. But Invasion, they decide they want to go for a Doom, which is I guess nice. I mean, so far there's not a hero that is very allergic to the Doom. I mean, in common every hero doesn't want to be doomed, of course, but like we don't see Storm, we don't see Ember so far. Like Ember has been also banned, so Doom, not a typical pick against these heroes, I have to say.
Yeah, it's definitely good if you get it on the Darkseer before he gets his spells off, but this definitely looks like a game where the Doombringer actually has to go for Blink Dagger to even have a chance of getting the Doom before the Mineski strike. Because
Yep.
so far, I mean, sure, Templar Assassin can build a Blink as well and maybe try to blow one target up, but it isn't that likely, at least not super early on. So the Doom Invasion, they're just lacking other kinds of initiation so far for me.
Yep, definitely. It's initiation wise, it's really just the center plank, of course, coming out at some point. Nyx Assassin, Impe, but yeah, I'm wondering who the Doom is gonna focus though. I mean, if it comes before the Stampede, for example, we might see it on Centaur Warrunner, and of course, if they chase Darkseer so he doesn't surge away, that would be also another target. The other two, well, they don't have any crazy mechanic to like get away anyway, so the Doom is kinda okay. But I mean, a Doom in common is always a good hero, of course. He's like intense in farming, like he provides a lot of auras for the team, which is also getting interesting with the push potential Invasion has, and of course he can transition into a lot of right click. The only problem with Doom is that early game, well, he doesn't bring too much armor. Then again, you don't have anything that is gonna benefit from like low armor anyway, because you have the Darkseer. Well, okay, some base damage here, but when does a Darkseer actually right click? Most of the damage comes mostly always from his spell combinations, plus of course the Iron Shell. Nyx Assassin, okay, Vendetta, yeah. Centaur Warrunner a bit, but yeah, nothing that has like a really crazy right click. Anyway, let's not talk too much about the Doom.
Sven,
We will
man,
see.
Mineski, pick up Sven.
Sven, you think?
I'm hoping for it. I don't think they'll go for it, but it would have fit.
No,
pretty
it's a
decently.
wall thing.
Yeah, they had. It was quite obvious that they'll go for something hard carry-ish. The Sven I would have liked just because the Darkseer vacuum into the Stormhammer is really strong with the follow-up of the Centaur, and he is also one of the heroes that doesn't care too much about the Doom as far as he activates his ultimate before that.
Yeah. Well, the sad thing is, to be honest, like one viewer said here, he bets that Mineski picks a Void, but to be honest, for a Void, there's not much external damage coming into the Chrono, so that won't work out too good. I mean, you would have the Thunder Strike, maybe the Mana Burn, the Iron Shell on the Void, but then despite that, I don't know, with the Void you need more external damage, like, I don't know, an Invoker would have been good, like a Void Stock would have been good instead of a Disruptor, for example, things like that. Like this way, well, it's a Morphling, and let's see. I mean, it's a Morphling. A Morphling can always solo carry a game, but he needs a lot of babysitting. If that Morph gets disrupted with his farm, then this is gonna be horrible for Mineski. So it all is about the Morphling. Like for Invasion, well, they have pushing. They have a Templar Assassin who can snowball. They have a Doom who's gonna farm very well, and eventually also get a lot of right click up. So I'm kind of looking forward. As I said, Invasion, I think they have better options. And now Mineski's actually asking for... They went out to buy food.
What?
Oh my god. They used the draft time to actually buy food. Well, that's like... Oh well. I really hope they come back in
Well,
time.
yeah.
Even the admin is like,
Must have
what?
been hungry after the Titan game.
Hashtag burger. Fast burger for Mineski.
Oh, I wish I had burgers, man. Ooh. So fat, still eat. Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, so fat and still eating. And it's delivery somehow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, always wanna eat. Now they're chatting. This is actually hilarious. Like, the viewer's gonna enjoy that as well. Some insights, some shots fired as well.
Yeah, Jay was like the trooper staying around for his team to draft while his teammates went out to eat.
Well,
So I don't
mean,
need food, man. I'm drafting.
no, but I can understand it. I mean, you know it from what we do, casting sometimes like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 hours a day. In between you always have like some chocolate bar or muesli or like anything, or like sandwiches next to your computer, and you're always happy about any little break in between to just, you know, get something in there, at least some sugar, so you're not getting hypoglycemic and talking all the time like some weird things.
We talk weird things anyway.
Yeah, well, but more weird than usual, okay?
Yeah, well, I guess something game related. I really actually think that Mineski might have a slightly better lineup. Because still, even though there's a Rubik now, that's the only stun that Invasion has. So Darkseer, with the Surge, impossible to lock down almost. Sure, they have the Sprout from the Nature's Prophet, but that's not too reliable either.
Yep, I don't know.
And
Like, I have exactly the reverse feeling. I think Mineski has a lot of things, but as I said, like basing a strategy, it's pretty much like those 2013 4 protect 1 strategies, like where you have like anti-mage, for example, picked all the time. And like if the anti-mage doesn't find the farm, then the game is pretty much done. And I have the same feeling here about the Mineski draft. Like the Morphling as the only proper source of damage that is not like just on supports whatsoever. Like if that TA is getting huge, plus the Doom, plus the pushing potential they can have, of course not to mention the split push, I think Invasion is just more flexible. I mean, in the team fights, I absolutely agree with you. It kind of depends on what they get the Doom and how fast they get it out. Like for example, if they Doom the Darkseer there, that would be of course bad because he has to get his wall vacuum iron shells before out. Then it's not too much of a downgrade there. But for example, they could also now Doom the Morphling, which means maybe we see the Morphling rushing for a Lincoln Sphere. That could just happen, and that means like a lot less damage. Then again, we see a lot of Morphlings going for the Lincolns anyway, just as a stat giver at the start, and it's also a pretty fast item to farm on a morph. Let's see how this goes. So far they didn't write anything more or anything more interesting. I really hope that burgers are coming pretty soon.
would be nice indeed. Well, the reason, to be honest, I think that Mineski might have the upper hand is because I feel like their supports might be a little bit more impactful early on. But it will come down to, of course, the other lanes as well. So I just think early game they have the advantage and maybe can snowball from there. But once Invasion gets the ball rolling, it's probably gonna be nigh impossible to actually stop them.
Yep, that's I guess so, but you can say the same thing pretty much about both teams. As I said, Invasion has the two cores which can spiral up, and for Mineski it's the Morphling. If the Morphling gets super fat, then of course he has an easy game. He can pretty much shotgun, for example, if we see a shotgun, the Rubik, the Enchantress, and of course as well the Furion. They should fall victim to him pretty fast, easily with a shotgun, since they don't have a too crazy HP pool anyway. So these are easy kills to snatch with the Morphling, but like we have to see what the Morphling does. Like I'm kind of surprised. I think it's also just the second Morphling I see on Mineski, at least in the games we casted. So let's see how this goes. Like I'm really looking forward to it. By the way, since we have anyway a break here, I can also make some advertisement for the other channels of HeflaTV, because we have a full schedule today. Today you're gonna see a lot of JDOTA actually here on HeflaTV 1. Of course, right now Mineski versus Invasion, but then even later 19 CET. There's another game coming. It's 0 versus Next. Please also here in the JDL on HeflaTV 2. Like at 17 CET, which is pretty much in half an hour for all those who want to see it. Myth versus First Departure. So there it is a game where we have Thailand versus Singapore. Also a very interesting C game. It will be cast with Roxas and Whiplash. Whiplash, some people might know him from the Korean Dota League. He is a caster there. And of course for all those German who might actually tuned in here, today evening, like CET evening, 20 CET, we're gonna have the Summit best of 3, the upper bracket semifinals. Fnatic is gonna meet what? Yeah, Power Rangers. Yeah, and this will also be cast by me and Slavin. Some people know him, so this is also gonna be an amazing game. And after that, like then the English channels will be done, but the German channels will cast a couple more of the Summit North American qualifiers with EHOC, Liquid, Revenge, and Snar. Especially the Snar game is gonna be fun. So you see, guys, a full schedule, everything. Like 3 out of 4 channels today on HeflaTV are streaming a lot of games, and also amazing games coming forward here. But now let's stick to this one. Where are the burgers? The burgers there yet?
Does not look like it, but actually one thing that I managed to read out from the chat, not sure if it's 100% true or anything, but looks like Mineski, they're actually in Malaysia at the moment, boot camping.
What's camping? Sorry?
Mineski is boot camping in Malaysia.
Oh, Mineski. So Mineski's actually in Malaysia.
Yeah, it's at least that's what the word on the street is, that it's so.
Oh, okay. So maybe they even know
Yeah,
where.
I think they're most likely preparing for the TI qualifiers.
Yeah, I guess. But they have to. They have to get a proper performance up for the TI qualifiers. It's not gonna be easy. There's a lot of C teams that showed like a very good performance. So for Mineski to get in there, they really have to, I don't know, pick their stuff together, bring everything together they have. Like we've seen, and for all the guys, like, I mean, we had Mineski VODs with awesome comebacks. Like a lot of people even watch it on YouTube, like over 10k views on some of the Mineski VODs. And there we saw the Mineski, what they can do if they have a good day. But if they have a bad day, and yeah, it doesn't really work out. Also the last game, we casted them against Execration. There they lost, and I was very disappointed, to be honest, with the performance. Now they lost the game against Titan. I really hope they don't have like a, you know, demoralizing mood at the moment. Like that they're not down and like, oh, we're just losing games, you know. That's the bad spirit that should never be in a team. You should just forget about the past games and just look forward to the next ones.
That's definitely what they have to do. I mean, they looked pretty damn strong by the end of JDL Season 1. Like, winning against First Departure 2-0. I think they maybe even took down Sky. So, they have it in them. They just are not stable enough in their performance yet.
Yeah.
Hoping this bootcamp will fix it.
Yeah, boot camping sometimes helps, even though, like, we've seen a couple teams that went into a boot camp and then somehow they actually performed worse than when they were just somewhere playing online, which is pretty interesting.
It might be if you have like internal conflicts, like some team members don't get along and they're forced to actually be in the same physical space as well.
Yeah.
then it might just get worse, but eh.
Oh well, like we have to test that out as well. I mean, as casters, usually we have the luxury to cast online. We never see each other, we just hear each other, and sometimes that's already enough to be fed up with each other. But like all those guys who also want to follow that, like HeflaTV 1 here is gonna be the official cast on the Comic-Con this week. It's a weekend, it's in Bucharest. We're gonna travel there. Culture is flying on Thursday. They are gonna drive there by car. It's gonna be an amazing event that will also mean we will do team interviews with like TCN, Next Please, XPC, Balkan Bears. Like we will talk to the organizers, everything, show you also the events of CSGO, of League of Legends, and of course the Dota stages. We will cast live from the stages as well. It's gonna be a 3 days event, and like all the quarter, semi and grand finals should also be on the Twitch main page, as well as of course all the sites, you know, Gozo Gamers, joinDOTA, Team Liquid, etc, etc. So for all those who are interested in that, this is coming this weekend. It's gonna be huge. But don't worry, like there's still some HeflaTV casters at home, so-called, and they will cast still regularly normal games. But of course me and Culture, we will not be available from pretty much Friday, Saturday, Sunday on. But as I said, other casters will be there. And on Thursday we even have a normal schedule, right? On Thursday we still cast a couple games before we go to the Comic-Con.
Well, you may cast them, I can't.
On Thursday you can?
Yeah, no man, I'm leaving like at 11 CET.
Oh right, yeah, you're already early on the way. No, I will drive in the night, I guess. But let's see. But tomorrow we have normal games. Tomorrow actually we cast some more Dota at 16. Invasion versus Orange. Yeah, this is also tomorrow, 16 CET. This is gonna be amazing as well.
There are so many good teams coming from Malaysia. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, Malaysia, the new Korea. This is the Korea of Dota, pretty much.
It's Arrow, Titan, Orange, Invasion. We're pretty much the best Southeast Asian teams at the moment.
Yeah, now people are getting actually impatient here. They're eating now. I'm feeling hungry. What the hell? Me too. Actually, I'm hungry as well. Like, I could have a burger. If anyone has a burger spare, please send it.
Yeah, you'll get it 2 months later when it's like riddled with mold and stuff.
That's like, you know, when mold is on cheese, it's good. It's bad. Mold gives the good spice to a burger, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Probably not. No. No, but still, like I'm getting impatient as well. I have to say that too. Like Mineski says now, sorry, ready. Mineski is joining in. So burgers are hopefully done. I hope they don't choke on their burgers, and I hope they're not like too fat, because it's medically proven, by the way, guys. If you ate before you have to focus, like your body's actually putting a lot of blood into your digestive system. That's why you focus less, so your concentration is actually down. And I hope Mineski doesn't suffer from that. We call it like sleep narcosis.
They're handicapping themselves. They're like, we're so good, we can take this game even when we're not at full focus.
Anyway, so since it started now, you should also write that in the chat, by the way, that like it's starting.
Yeah.
Anyway, we have Jesse Washi on the center, Warner heading towards the offline. Then here Jay in the mid on the Darkseer. Ova is playing the Disruptor, followed by Jay with the G. Nice name. On the Nyx Assassin, and yeah, NMA. Oh, what's the original name? I forgot. Ah, Mineski fans are gonna hate me for that. We have Jayo. Jayo is J with the G. Jesse Vash, Pasio, Ova, and J. So this is Pasio, I guess. Anyway.
Yeah, for the invasion on the Radiant side, Snow will be playing the Doom, heading towards the safe lane so far. Oh god, F-set, we'll be playing the Enchantress, ADTR, up on the Rubik. He was the drafter as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Okay, we'll be playing the Temporary Assassin, and the last one is Ghost on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's F-set, Snow, No Name, Ketzig, and ADTR playing. But yeah, some of those guys are not always too serious with the names, and I always have to look up those rosters. So, yeah. Anyway, now we had the small second pause, but they are ready again. So finally, with how much delay did we have now? Yeah, well, 38 minutes, including the draft, I have to say. So we just waited about 5 to 10 minutes for the burgers. Either way, the first wards are coming out. So Mineski, like the center warner, is dropping a ward here should be blocking the big camp and of course giving vision into the jungle so they know what the Enchantress is doing there. We see at the moment the trees scouting out. One is here in the enemy jungle, is running out soon, so that won't be like a little head start with 16 gold. But yeah, this one, well, it just sees the center warner, so they pretty much know about the laning. They know there is a tri-lane coming and a solo offlane for Jesse Vash here. Let's see if they adjust or if they just stick to the plan. Tri-lane versus solo. I mean, at the moment it definitely looks like it.
I think they will leave it like that as well for quite some time, but well, they're going aggressive OVA as well as Pasao, got no idea, on the Nyx Assassin. They want to wrap around on maybe the Nature's Prophet, but a nice 3-end scout coming out towards the rune as well at the same time.
And I think they saw the Nyx Assassin too, they blinked there. Now there's a sentry ward here, they expected an observer ward here, but it's not coming. There is another observer ward for Mineski's side here. I always like this ward. I don't like it behind trees. Sometimes we see people even eating away the trees, so it gives vision up as well, but it gives vision in the side rotation and of course whatever comes here from the tower, so I definitely like it. So in the mid now, the creep wave, they just met and now we see it already. A double iron shell, and that is always bad for K here, for the TA, because he can't really go close to it. So let's see how that CS wise works in the mid.
Yeah, that actually guaranteed the Podle straight up as well for Che, so he's pretty happy, I would guess, on the Darkseer. Rubik has rotated in now. They actually might use it as a double lane for quite some time, especially as Rubik has a double damage rune. So can harass Che quite efficiently because there's no South Shield either.
Yep, absolutely, and yep, here we see a lot of trees still scouting here, blocking even the camp here, the small camp, and now somewhat of invasion. Yeah, it's the TA actually. The TA disconnected, or at least he paused and then disconnected, so I guess it's just a fast restart. So this is kind of one of those cursed games, I guess, like where you have to, I don't know, have to see how it's going and just hope for no more breaks. We had like a long break from Mineski, then a small break for a reconnect, and now hopefully the TA is coming back really fast. I'm sorry for the viewers, nothing we can do as casters, like it's always the teams that we have to wait for, so blame them, not us.
Yeah, and actually, one thing, the Nyx Assassin should be Geo, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because they said NMA is Pasao. He used to be the ex-Orange carry, but doesn't Geo actually usually play like mid lane or carry roles or something? So they're either experimenting or I'm just off my game.
I don't know, but the fact is, now the game is commencing and yeah, did we just have a small lag? And the hell just happened in the mid? The Darkseer is going down to the TA. That was a rotation with the Rubik, and there was so much lag on the server here that I didn't see that at all.
Yeah, indeed, my server started lagging as well, so
Yep.
nothing to be done about it.
It's strange that the players didn't pause though. Usually we have, when we casters have the lag, the players have that lag as well. But maybe it's just a connection to, I mean, this is Singaporean server, I guess, if I assume right. So maybe it was just us casters having that lag. But now, yeah, see, they also say lag. Now they pause and say lag. So I'm really sorry for missing the first blood guys there here, but yeah, on my screen it was just all frame show. Now they unpause again. They check if the lag is gone, but the fact still remains in the mid. TA has of course now the advantage just for the fact that he got the first blood on the Darkseer. This is not how it should go. Also now additional harassment. There is a tornado against Jay, so his life is gonna be a lot harder. This tornado always sucks. You have to say it like this.
Yeah, the tornado is so strong. And not even early on to Wednesday, it's a nuisance even later, just because the movement's slow already. And then Rune will go to the Temper Assassin as well, because of course the Rubik is defending it, so Darkseer, he's not having too good of a time to start with.
And Jesse Vash can't go close there, because he will end up just being lifted somewhere high ground and maybe stuck in the trees whatsoever, so he doesn't want to risk that.
It's better that way as well, and another lag?
Yeah.
Oh god, Southeast Asian servers acting up on us.
Yeah, I really hope this is stable. We don't have to have a remake. I hate remakes. Remakes always ruin games.
Indeed they do, and hey, goddamn, this is getting too sick to be honest. But Nature's Prophet might be in trouble top lane, I have no idea yet. The glimpse just came out as the pause was there.
Volvo, please fix. the hell is going on? Volvo is just shutting down the servers. Yeah, big spikes. Now the players say it as well, and other casters say it as well. So guys, this is not us. This is not my internet connection or the stream. What you see here at the moment, everybody, casters, player, admin, everybody is having like huge ping. I have a 267 ms at the moment. This is just crazy. This is Volvo.
Yeah.
Volvo. It's, yeah, some people say Pinoy connection, best connection. No guys, this has nothing to do with Pinoy or not. This is Volvo acting up
Oh,
on
the
us.
glimpse was there, impaled to follow. Nature Prophet still running away. No mana, or actually no points, but the waveform just short. They do get the kill thanks to the Disruptor's Thunder Strike in the end. But the waveform, it needed a little bit more range.
Yep. But I mean, he got in range for one more right click, so they definitely finished off the Nature's Prophet there. But still, Nature's Prophet doing quite amazing work here. Like the trees, they blocking all the camps and everything. Now he's just TPing back, summoning new trees directly after he comes back. Also gets quite some mana back since you have this residual fountain regeneration. So, but let's look in the mid. At the mid, you have at the moment 10-1 for the Darkseer, but the TA after the first blood, of course, is 14-6. So it's not going as horrible as it should be for a TA because of the Iron Shell. He's doing quite well, and of course he got the bonus from the first blood. So in the mid, let's call it equal for now with a small advantage to the TA.
Yeah, probably might be a bigger advantage as time goes on when he gets more points into Psyblaze as well as extra damage from the
Oh, and there's a
refraction.
rotation. They see the Darkseer. Is there a
Oh,
telekinesis? Yep.
Yes, there is. They have the Troll Trap as well if need be. Right clicks coming in. They have the Meld hit ready and J. Oh god, Darkseer, you're not going to run away, or are you, Surge? Too strong.
Yep. He gets away. Just too fast, that little speedy. He's just going away. At the same time here, Disruptor rotated in just in case there has to be something glimpsed. And yep, but he doesn't find anything and he has to go back as well. He just found the illusion rune, which he also took.
And to be honest, Jay just sitting in the mid lane with 100 HP is like, yeah, I'm safe now. They rotated it away again. A little bit risky, and whoa, Ova places a sentry ward. It's actually in range as well. Now he's gonna send the illusion to do his dirty work.
Yep, absolutely the illusion, but this will take quite a while till this ward is down. Look at the illusion damage. This is, oh well, it's not much. But he's rotating now, and there comes the blink instantly from the Rubik, so the Furion has to go back. This is just too risky with the Disruptor being there. Also the trees are goddamn everywhere. Those trees doing work.
He's actually been doing a really nice job of actually picking up clarities for himself, so he would have mana to sustain the build. Oh, they're going for Ghost now. They have the Glimpse. Can he get in range? There's the Impale coming out. Glimpse on top. Kinetic Field. It's not still skilled, but the right click should be enough with the waveform to come out. And yes, they do get the kill on the Morphling.
Yep, exactly. That's exactly what they need. They need farm on the Morphling. So
that's Midas now as well for him.
Yep, that's a Midas. A pretty fast Midas coming out. This is a 530 Midas coming out. Pretty fast. That's pretty cool because he was involved in 2 kills. He didn't get the last hit though on the first kill. But
Jesse Rush might be in trouble. He does spot out the tree, and so they should know the Nature Prophet is there. They have the Centaur as well. But Jesse Rush looked like he wanted to go aggressive on the Nature Prophet for a second.
Yep, they want to apply a lot of pressure here. I mean, Snow is there. He has Scorched Earth, level 2. He went full greedy with 3 points into Devour. The question is, can they actually do something here? There is the Iron Shell coming out. But the creeps and the treants, they try to lure everything away. So there's a lot of damage coming here on the tier 1 tower. No cliff available. That means, do they actually get it down? I mean, there's now, okay, instant Devour on the creep. And yeah, there comes a new wave of treants. That means, yep, tower down. Oh, he tried
telekinesis as well, doomed up. Jay, why did you run in? Oh, the deny definitely wouldn't have been worth it.
Yeah,
into 4 heroes. What was he thinking?
That was too greedy. He wanted to search in, try a deny, and then search out, of course. But yeah, he pays with his life. He's 14 seconds down. Now we have lag again. Oh god, I think this time we are disconnecting.
Yeah, it sure looked like it for a second. We're back now, but the game gets paused anyway. Oh my god, this game. At least the kill score actually, it's even 2 against 2. But now Invasion getting the first tower, and looks like they won't stop either. The tier 2 in huge trouble because Mineski, they need a lot. Actually, they need pretty much every single one to rotate in because Invasion completely 5-manning 6.5 minutes in.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes, pushing strategy, going through. Now the Radiant Cliff is coming out, they want to prevent the tier 1 tower from going down, but the problem is with the tier 1 tower, it's still at 50% HP. There comes the first rotations here, Rubik is coming in, and 2 towers lost for Mineski, plus of course the Darkseer feeding the second kill. Now Rubik might actually do something. No, it's just a Fate Bolt, and they didn't get the tower down. Now there was a glimpse, yeah, there was a glimpse on the Rubik, but it's just like delaying something. So Mineski not getting the towers, Invasion gets 2. Just a lot more pushing power coming in.
Yeah, and Temper section has a Hand of Midas of his own, as does Snow and the Doombringer. So 3 Midases on the board. I'm guessing that Ghost on the Nature's Prophet is gonna pick one up soon as well, especially to just catch up with the levels.
Yeah, probably.
Very a lot problem.
Very a lot problem. Oh well.
By the way, some viewers was saying that Passau, how we pronounce it, is actually Passeu. Maybe they're
Passeu.
trolling the hell out of us. Like Passeu?
Could be.
Passeu? Got no clue.
And the problem with the players is that I barely hear them from I don't know, like other casters or themselves properly pronounced, so I never really know how to pronounce them. I'm just glad if I know about the current rosters. Also about smaller C teams, they change the rosters quite often, so I'm happy if I can actually keep up there as a caster. But yeah, we have to go with it, and of course we are always grateful for any help with like when locals know pronunciation, etc., or roster changes we don't know about yet.
Indeed. And Jay, he's rotated back towards the mid lane, working towards a mech. He does get slowed by one psionic trap, but of course he has the surge if necessary.
Yep.
So he should be fine at all times.
I
But
wanna
this Temper
rotate in the mid.
Oh god, Jay. Whoa, there's the Stampede coming out. No blink on the center. They actually can't catch up. There's the Glimpse to Kinetic Field as well, Impale to follow. They have the Hoof Stomp, Double Edge as well, Ion Shell. Just, actually Melt. But the Ion Shell will be enough. And Double Edge actually is the finishing move. Still a nicely coordinated gank. They used 4 heroes for it, so if they had actually failed on the kill,
That would have been, yeah,
been bad.
horrible. Like, putting so much effort in it. Now here top we see a tornado already coming, a lot of damage, and yeah, the Enchantress combined now at the moment with Snow here, who's trying to bait out something, plus Ghost coming in. There's the new Treant Wave, and they have, yeah, their goal is to get that tier 1 tower. So far, absolutely untouched, but Morphling has to be careful. Mineski has to rotate more people on there. The question is, do they do it, or do they just drop the tier 1 tower?
well, I think Invasion is gonna get this tower uncontested. Mineski, they just don't have enough steam in them. They're probably waiting for the Stampede, and of course JCY is trying to finish up his blink on this bottom lane as well. But now that's the 3rd tower actually going down pre-10 minutes. That's a lot of just global gold going Invasion's away. And not only that, they're farming pretty well as well. They have 2 Midases, 3rd one just getting picked up now by Nature's Prophet.
Yep.
So the gold income is pretty sick.
Yep, that's a lot of Midas gaming there. 3 Midases versus 1, and with the tower advantage. I mean, usually I don't show the graphs that early, but since we already have 3 towers down, we have to look at it. XP wise, it's sort of even for 10 minutes, just 750 XP lead here, but gold wise 5k. This is the power of 3 Midases plus 3 towers advantage here. And now we see a smoke in the mid. Do they want the TA again? Looks
Sure,
definitely
looks like it. They're like, we have to kill him. There's the vacuum coming out. They have the glimpse as well if necessary. Thunderstrike is there. He melts. Not successful. So Stampede. Oh,
still lives.
Fail stole onto 3 heroes. I can't believe the Temporary Assassin survives now. They get Doom up on the next assassin as well. He's only level 4. He's gonna die. 3-4-0. What?
Wow. Wow, that Temple Assassin surviving there, like pretty much, oh my god, like this I can't believe it. Like, he was really one right click of anyone there away from the kill, and now Invasion says like, okay, we just got 3 and we go for the tier 1 tower. That would be now the 4th tower down, and the gold advantage even climbing more. So horrible outcome here for Mineski, and to be honest, I can't blame Mineski there. This was just a good rotation from Invasion, I have to say it now. Oh, Jay's coming in.
Jay runs into trouble. Telekinesis stuff. There's the Sprout as well. And will he go down the surge? Still active. And nice kinetic field. Catches all 5.
Oh,
there's the hoof stop onto 3. Double edge. Impale as well. There's the vacuum. A little bit late, but still the kill of 2. They're chasing for more. Temper Assassin will get taken out. There's the glimpse. He's in the melt, but will die anyway. The buyback actually by the Rubik, maybe a bit hasty, but wow. Did Mineski strike back or what?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. What a beautiful play, I have to say. This was a 3-man stomp and a 4-man double edge. This damage coming out, and the funny thing is, yeah, the double edge was actually level 4. They were all low. It's just too bad they didn't have the Morphling there. The Morphling wave here would have just made the day. This would have been a team wipe for Invasion if the Morphling would have been there. But Morphling, he's just focusing on his farm, and I guess it's the best thing he can do. But still, I think this would have been worth a Morphling rotation. Going in there, waveform and all down. That might have been a triple kill for him if he'd done it right. But yep, Invasion a bit too greedy, all standing next to each other in the kinetic field. That was, yeah, just perfect. The Blink Dagger also perfect timing for the Centaur Warrunner.
Indeed, and to be honest, I really feel like if they had not gotten those pickoffs, they would have just lost the game outright, because Nyx Assassin was level 4. Oba on the Disruptor was also level 4 only. After that fight suddenly they're 6, so they have their ultimates. Vendetta and the Static Storm actually might make a huge difference in this fight, especially if they catch the Doom in the Static Storm before he gets his ultimate off.
Yeah, by the way, a viewer is just telling us it's pronounced Paziu. Paziu. Not Pazio, like Paziu.
God, that's too hard.
No, it's not hard. We get that. It's all good.
I bet we're still pronouncing it wrong.
No, but it's fine. I always like to learn. But now we don't want to learn that much. We already learned that there is a 3-man smoke coming up here. But what do they want? That's the question. And did they actually spot it out with that ward here in the mid? I mean, so far there's no rune that they have, and I don't know, do they try to bait something? No one of Mineski seems to be interested in it, and Mineski, yeah, they know there's somewhere a smoke, and yeah, they go for a smoke themselves. 4 men with 2 iron shells already up on them, and in the mid there could be Snow, but now he's actually heading back. So I think both teams with their smokings won't find anything.
Yeah, it might be true. I think Mineski has a slightly better chance of actually finding or getting the initiation with the Stampede, with the Blink. And all the Vendetta is available as well if they want to use it. But the rotating top, nobody's there though. Absolutely nothing. I guess the lane is pushing in ever so slowly. Oh, they might get the courier though.
Oh, that courier? Just saying hello. Oh, but now it's getting microed back. Oh god, it's already hitting in. Oh, one hit.
More.
What? One goddamn hit, and that would have been a courier snipe, so at least the smoke would have not been too pointless, but now the courier hasted here. He also has only a stout shield, so let's say it would not be too much of a loss, but still, it's courier gold. That means you get the gold, of course, plus for 2 minutes you don't have it. And I think small lag again. Mini lag.
It's fine for me.
Okay, then it was just me.
Well, as long as it's mini, doesn't matter that much.
Mini. But like here, another smoke. So this is now the 3rd smoke we see in a row. Like the first 2 ones were without any good result, like it didn't even lead to a courier kill whatsoever. Now we see the Radiant Cliff coming out at the same time, and nice. Well, this ward, they already had it there, and now, oh, they get something here.
Oh yeah, Disruptor, he's gonna get caught, or he's running away. Blink as well, Jesse Stampede used. They're just making sure that they give away no kills at all.
Yep, very nice use of the Stampede, so everybody actually gets away. Also very nice his pathing, he moved along this side here, and like from Rubik's point of view, then the Disruptor like vanished in Fog of War. Not enough range to get the telekinesis off. So this buys a lot of time, because every time Invasion is just trying desperately to get something done with smoke. This is the 2nd smoke, not to mention 200 gold going away there. And yep, looks quite decent. I mean, we are 50 minutes in. I'm swapping to net worth. Let's see how it looks there at the moment. The Morphling, okay, well 7.8k, but DTA and the Doom at the same time, like around this range as well. So he needs definitely more farm. That's why I said maybe it would have been wise for him to rotate in that mid, getting those kills, being part of it, etc. But now they want to say hello to the tier 2 tower, and this time I think Mineski, they have to stop dropping towers soon.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. They're definitely losing way too much map control. And actually look at the sentries coming out as well by Invasion. They want to be sure that there's no Vendetta shenanigans going on. I mean, they don't have the widest area covered, and that's actually why they back off as well at the moment.
Yep,
Still,
definitely.
Mineski, I think, more or less every minute that they don't die, don't give away any towers or anything, they might, well, to be honest, late game wise, Invasion might have the upper hand even with the Doom, Nature's Prophet, and the Temporary Assassin.
That's what I said. Now in the mid here, actually Morphling going full
Yeah,
across
with
it.
the Ion Shield, wow! They drop a Temper really low. He has the Haste Rune though.
But no Adaptive Strike. With a level 4 Adaptive Strike, that would have been a kill, but for that he needs a lot more level. Now he uses his Midas. Oh, Rubik actually tried to steal something here, but it goes into the freshly acquired Lincoln Sphere. So as predicted in the draft, Morphling going for the Lincolns. That was to be expected against the Doom, against the Rubik. You just don't want to be instantly picked off. So they have to use something before they use spells like the Doom. And now I think Mineski's starting to get towers. Like the tier 1 here. Oh, lag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now
this
there
time
was
you had the
lag.
lag as well. Good. I'm not
Good.
the only one.
Everybody's lagging.
Yeah, and the tower goes down, but again, nobody's getting
Rubik
mashed.
ADTR, he gets caught. There's Stampede vacuum used into the Hoofstomp. Easy pick off. Nothing to be done there. Jay gets the kill.
Yep, absolutely. It's
If they actually might just man up and go for the tier 2 now as well.
could be. The question is, does Invasion actually want to defend? I mean, right now, Rubik is only 20 seconds out, but the question is also, does Mineski want to? At the moment, it doesn't look like it. Maybe they go back and try to go for some backstab. Like here, the next assassin stays behind, just in case someone is coming out, so he can Vendetta in. Yeah, which he does right now. There's no sentry whatsoever. Or actually, now he actually runs under a sentry, and yeah, now he's seen. I thought he stays on the lane, but now he's staying directly next to a sentry, so they definitely see him.
Yeah, they oh, they glimpse Rubik back.
Yep, they glimpse Rubik back, so that's 135 gold down the drain.
Oh, that glimpse is such an annoying spell. It's so funny as well. It's not like super imba or anything, but every now and then you can just annoy the hell out of your enemies.
Yep, so Doom is just trying to find a devour target here, and I don't know, for both teams it's pretty much a standoff. Now we see Nature's Prophet being in, summoning a creep wave. He's gonna meet Morph, but yeah, against Morph he has to be careful though. Like, yep, there Morph is going across for some right clicks. He doesn't have too much right click. There's also like a lot of little creeps now, especially also with the necro creeps harassing him, so he's losing pretty much all of his mana pretty soon if they keep hitting. With the second wave maybe he gets a lot of gold. Like after the patch 6.81 you don't want to feed your necros, to be honest. With the XP gain on them etc, plus the gold remain the same, you just don't want to do it. But Nyx Assassin, he has now Invisibility Rune. Now he has to use Vendetta, but he doesn't use the Vendetta even though Nature's Prophet is still somewhere here in the bot lane.
Well, guess he has some other plans in mind. He could go mid lane. There is a tower though, so they have to be careful. And the Temper Assassin, not the easiest target to bring down, especially he has the BKB now. Oh, this is gonna hurt in team fights.
Yep, absolutely. I'm pretty sure of that. And now, well, the Nyx Assassin is definitely getting spotted out by the stream, so yeah, no way for him to go for anything. He's also just level 7, so this is level 1 Vendetta, which is super short, and you have a cooldown in between. You need at least level 2 Vendetta, or the level 3 of course, where you can pretty much stay invisible all game long, if you wanted to. Now Disruptor, oh well, Disruptor has to be careful. There is a 3-man smoke coming his way, so if he doesn't go back, yeah, but he go. Oh no!
He's gonna go down. There's no way he can escape. There's the telekinesis coming up. Psionic trap as well. One melt hit.
Oh,
And that's it.
he's just melting down. The armor reduction of the trap, and of course the melt hit. So I have no idea. I actually thought he's running away and he's getting maybe even away with it, but then for some reason he just made a turn and ended up directly in the hands of Invasion, and they didn't treat him very well.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for trespassing enemy territory. I mean, totally out of position. They're alone in the enemy jungle with no other heroes close by. But oh, Snow, mid lane. Looks like they want to gun for the Doombringer. And they go in. There's the Impale. Actually, no, just the mana burst. The beat gets used as well. They will go with the Hooftop onto ADTR. Impale to follow. There's the wall. Vacuum onto 4 heroes. Static Storm, the Kinetic Field coming out a little bit too late. But Snow still gets caught. He's so fast with the Scorch Earth. So they will escape. Doom did get used. Nyx Assassin now looks like he'll be able to survive it. Mech coming out as well by Che. Still only one support. Mineski blowing all of their ultimates. Well, except for the Vendetta. All the Doom is on cooldown, so he might be able to fight still.
Yep, with the wall, you don't want to fight for or against the wall. So what? Did we just see a glimpse here?
Yeah, I think we did. Wasn't too impactful though.
No, it was, I don't know, on any target that was not very far glimpsed away anyway. But I mean, in the end it was a 1-for-0 trade. Doom is getting out, so not too bad. Now the question is, what does Mineski do with this?
I think there's not too much they can do because they used all of their ultimates as well. But if they get a nice hoof stomp, I mean, they don't have to care about the Doom. The vacuum can still be strong. The Impale will just hit on the creep. And looks like this might be the tier 2 tower actually. The Temper Assassin just such a force in the front lines that Mineski
and
don't go.
there's
Oh
Center.
god, telekinesis immediate, Impale stolen as well. They blow up Jay Shivash. They're gonna go for more Jay. Darkseer in huge trouble. Sprouted up will take a fall here. The last melted, making sure of that. And now Nyx Assassin Vendetta's out. You want to use it aggressively, not defensively.
Yep, they get the tower in the same at the same time. Morph is farming, but he's not farming enough. I mean, he is like having 15.6k net worth. That's all good, but as I said, invasion. They're just 5-man Dota down. Mineski is trying to like 3 and 4-man counter Dota here, pretty much to stop the push whatsoever. But now invasion also getting the Roshan as the team on the Radiant side. That's always a bad sign. Roshan, this poor guy. This is against level 3 untouchable. Like he barely gets anything. Also nature attendance now taking care of all the healing. So yeah, they can just go back. They got a tier 2 tower, they got 3 kills and Roshan on top of it. Very nice for invasion. We have to see the crafts to look at it exactly. Yeah, after all those fights in the mid, it used to be about like no advantage for anyone, but like with the last fight, like those 3 kills plus Roshan etc. gave him just a new advantage. 1500 gold wise. Well, invasion, it's a bit up and down all the time, but still it's heading towards the 10k mark in gold, and this is really, really bad. As I said, the Doom and the TA, just as I said in the draft, they're gonna be the two with a high net worth, and Morphling alone, it's hard to like, I don't know, fight against this, especially since Doom with the Midas and Devour, that's just crazy.
Yeah, and Snow has a BKB for himself as well. And once they actually get the BKBs, Mineski's lineup falls off so bad, but now there's a shotgun on the Morphling. So at least some light for them. Hopefully it will be impactful as well because, oh, Desolator finished up for the Templar Assassin, oh god.
Yep, and we also see the shotgun coming out by the Morphling, so yes, he has now some burst damage. Also, the Adaptive Strike level 4 is coming out. That means he can go for small targets like this one, Adaptive Strike, but oh, the timing is just off. He didn't get Adaptive Strike and wave damage into the Huntress, plus she already used the Nature's Attendance. So yep, that was the first shotgun we saw, or at least shotgun attempt, and it didn't end very well. Now here, the Doxy are pushing a bit, but yeah, with the global presence of the Nature's Prophet, he's just coming in. Level 3 Necro on him as well. So the question is now, what's the next step? Like, Mineski wants to just keep farming and hope that the Morphling gets really, really super fat, or do they actually want to do something now with the shotgun?
I think they have to do something. I think they should try to teamfight every single time their ultimates are off cooldown. Because really, even if the Morphling is like the super carry, I don't think he can fight, because if he gets doomed, that's it for his team more or less.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the Nyx is gonna find a lot of farm here. There's like a triple wave coming his way. But at the same time, we see invasion creeping up here. I think, yep, the next target is this tier 2 tower. It would be the only one left. He's already, it's only on 80% HP, and with all the trees coming in. This is the first wave, second wave already coming, plus the quick wave siege engine is on top of it. Necro is not used yet, but I don't think they even need it. There is a Desolator buff on top of it, so Mineski, they are dropping this tower. They say like, okay, turtle mode. At the same time, okay, of course, Morphling is in the mid. The glyph has been used here on that tier 1 tower, and now he's just going back. So Morphling just interested in split push, and the rest of Mineski will turtle up in the base.
This is going to be such an uphill battle for Mineski. You know, they can try to split push the invasion, but how well will you actually do against a Nature's Prophet?
Yeah, that's the question. Like Nature's Prophet, he will always put a lot of pressure on the sidelines. That even if the Nature's Prophet survives the fight, you have to at least one guy who's pushing against the Nature's Prophet. Because if you go mid, for example, he will just come in one of those sidelines. You have to TP back. You have to deal with buybacks and the respawns from evasion. So this is gonna be really hard for Mineski to, I don't know, like counter split push or just push the lanes out. Like let's make small steps. Let's just talk about the water line or the river line, however you call it. Now, a 4-man smoke here by Invasion. They want to have more, and they might find the Morphling here.
Yeah, the waveform got used. He has to replicate, but he gets doomed. No way to use it.
Yeah.
Oh god, and he actually gets killed by the stolen waveform.
Oh, well. And now that means there is an opening for Invasion. We have to look at the buybacks. Morphling, like at least on paper he has a buyback, but he doesn't want to use it. If he uses it, then he will lose his net worth status there. Now Mineski is rotating back. The Darkseer coming really fast, but there is a side rotation. Oh, nice. Double blink. Both evade each other, but here. Creeps already on a tier 3. Cliff would be available. Morph 30 seconds to respawn.
Oh, they use the Stampede. The buyback comes out as well. Master, nobody to Hoofstomps. No, uses his PKB. They don't have the Doom though, so they might actually be able to fight. Disruptor goes down though, and oh god, they bring down the Morphling as well. I think this actually might be the early GG because Aghanim Scepter up on the Enchantress as well does so much damage from far away. Oh, Jay goes in, vacuum wall, catches 3 heroes to Hoofstomp. Once again, does absolutely nothing as Temper Assassin, just PKBs. Gets the counter kill. They're gonna go for Jay as well. Telekinesis up. And 4 heroes down. They used the buyback on the Morphling only, but that still racks down.
Yeah, where has been the next assassin this fight? Like seriously.
They just
racked them. Yeah, that's it. Oh god. Yeah, poor Disruptor, one melted and a right click right after. Even a Static Storm just doing a lot of damage to the TA, but the TA wouldn't even care. He's still Aegis protected. So this is at least 2 racks down, and I don't think they can stop them. So now he's even interested in dying. He just wants to go back with full mana, full HP. Yep, there he is back. Just blinks out. Rax will be down, and now we have, well, they would be in shape to defend the 3rd Rax. Invasion is just going back, but what a horrible fight there. Like, the BKB timing on Invasion was just perfect. Every time the Tauren came in, they instantly BKB'd, and when the Morphling came in, like also the BKB coming out, it's just, yeah. But Morphling dying in the first place there in his solo lane with the smoke. Very beautifully done by Invasion, I have to say.
Yeah, it definitely was. And Invasion overall, their rotations been pretty spot on throughout the entire game. Like, Nature's Prophet started rotating early on as well, helping with the pushes. And to be honest, the early 2 towers on the bottom lane, that just gave them a small gold advantage to get their items, get their Midases running. And they're not stopping yet because they want to go for the last set of racks, the top lane.
Yeah, we have to look at the crafts after this fight, and yeah, this is what I expected. Like, over 12k, heading towards 14k here for Invasion. And gold-wise, we are above the 20k mark. So with all those towers down, like about 7 kills, yeah, 7 kills advantage, and of course better farm just on 2 heroes. Morphling now with the buyback and everything, as I announced it already, will fall back in the net worth. Now we have the Fury and the TA and the Doom leading. This is exactly what I meant in the draft. A single core versus a dual core with, of course, then the Nature's Prophet always the potential to go for more. This is just, yeah, Invasion, they can just go for more. That's the problem. Mineski, even if they would turtle out this forever, like at some point there is a very scary Doom coming your way, and there's nothing you can do against him. Plus, of course, the TA dishing out so much damage. I mean, he was pretty much two-shotting that Disruptor.
Yeah, just the Desolator is such a strong pickup on that item because it stacks with the minus armor with the meld. So that burst is so sick. Usually it's the physical damage that doesn't hurt that much early on, but Temper Assassin, kind of similar to like a Shadow Fiend, gets more damage early and oh, blown up on the Temper Assassin. The shotgun was used by Morphling, but he gets doomed. Can he escape? The meld hits are coming in and the few right clicks will finish the job.
Yep,
so
that
suddenly
is a god-like on the TA, so absolutely owning here.
This is such an unfortunate game to watch. Hopefully Mineski will do a lot better in game number 2.
Yep, absolutely. Now, I mean, there is a wall now coming out here, but Nature Attendants and the damage, like the Darkseer, wow, this damage from the Impetus coming out. I mean, as far like as it goes now, Nature's Prophet just finishing him off, and Snow coming in. Jesse Vash, yeah, he's so down. Now this is also a beyond godlike plus an ultra kill for the TA. The GG has to come out. There's no resources left for Mineski. So game number 1 goes to Invasion very convincingly. I mean, oh, there comes the Rampage. The Rampage just a second before the end of the game. It was already an ultra kill, and with the fountain kill there, he actually finished his Rampage. So yeah, Invasion absolutely dominating here in the end. Mineski's 4 protect 1 strategy just didn't work out. The Morphling, not enough farm, not enough impact, and like Invasion, they also started to go pretty much for BKBs on all the important targets. So yeah, no way the Morphling could have even shotgunned someone. Either way, it's a 2-game series, guys. So yeah, second game will come any second. So hang in there, some ads, some music, and we will be back.